in there.
Only
in my
helps.
view.
It only helps
a lot.
to do better in a tournament, right? Like it only helps. And Zyder's looking to go even further here. Winner of this goes into top 4 in the elimination bracket. Seijaru wanting that rematch against Akno. Took him down in the previous event, went down to him here in the Spring Championship, wants to knock him out of the tournament, but he has to go through Zyder, and Zyder on the Black Knight is a fearsome opponent. Spear and lance, but so far it's been all axe in this game number 1.
Making it look like a combo character right now. And one thing that Seijaru did against the Ninja was when the Rayman came out, it was a great answer to the cannon that acts in a similar fashion. If you overcommit with lance or if you get a little crazy with spear, that's going to be some big punishes.
It doesn't matter what year in Brawlhalla it is. I've always favored axe against lance in a matchup just because of how great, like I said, with cannon, neutral light, and side light is at stuffing a lot of the approaches that lance players like to go for. Seijaru, however, right now fighting against an unarmed, gauntlets are picked up. Let's see if he can get a side light here to get this knockout, because Zyder's super damaged but not out.
Exactly. Like he could get some things going here, but the thing was, one mistake was going to lead to the stock. So Seijaru didn't need to go crazy. Now he gets back to the axe. Smart play. He was getting 4 pieces with the axe. Hey, I think you need to keep that going.
The axe is looking like his combo weapon, and the gauntlets are his heavy weapon. You know what? Whatever works for him, right? He's been switching between both of those now. Picks up the axe, continues to starve Zyder out of any weapons that he may want. Falling down air, doesn't get the silent punish on the pickup, and Zyder gets hit with a backswing of the axe down air as he misses that attack.
Yeah, I say, oh my goodness, Seijaru's position control has just been so good. He keeps catching the landings, hovering right around again. That character, big
that
attempt.
Is bold.
That was a very bold play.
I mean, imagine seeing Ryan neutral sig and being like, this is safe. You're like just like pixels away from getting blasted down to the bottom of the stage, and he side airs. He falls off the stage by just holding slightly to the right. And he side airs him for the knockout into the weapon throw. And he's now up 3 stocks to 1.
Like the courage to go for that in that position. Okay, so he doesn't go down, but he's still up a whole stock. Yeah. The courage to have that in that spot, like, oh, okay, yeah, this is mine. This is my punish. Like, I think that's just a testament to how calm Seijaru's been so far today.
Talking about calm, just kicks him twice with the sidelights there. Sidelight Nair tries to go in for the pivot ground pound, and Zyder does a wake up gravity cancel down light. Some good damage coming out from Zyder here, but is it too little too late? Maybe not. He is bringing, okay, wow, Seijaru, what, your unarmed is crazy.
I want to see some unarmed damage, yeah. Like, everybody's got to plan until they get punched in the face.
Zyder looked at that, started to recover, and then he backed out. That, oh no.
Wow. That, man, this game is comedy sometimes. He had the full wind up. Like I can't wait to
That's how you use it. That side air was so great. Okay, he did jump for that side air there. And then we didn't see the beginning of that side sig, but he fully charged that, both for the range and for the dodge read, and he got the stock with it. Seijaru, fantastic game 1.
Yeah, absolutely amazing. Let's see if Seijaru could replicate that same success. I mean, he just minimized. He minimized everything. He's keeping it going here.
Ajax, help! I can't.
How am I supposed to help?
These are too many accent noises. I can't. Oh, the Zyder misses.
What do you want me to do? Look, if you call me to go help you, you're currently staring somebody down, and they're like, "Hey, look, help me out," and then I get beat down by Rayman. I'm yelling at you later.
That was the only thing that I could think of to say after watching what just happened to Zyder there. The Seijaru with the axe, however, Zyder's fighting back against him. The ground pound hits. That's it. It cost him the entire stock.
Going for the double ground pound. He felt like the opportunity was there, but Seijaru dancing around it, similar to what happened with the signature last time. And now, not a large lead, but that gives Seijaru another opportunity.
Zyder doesn't punish it. Zyder, now on the Atori, which we really didn't even highlight, has already been down to stock, and that sidelight doesn't hit. The falling Zyder doesn't connect either, and Seijaru, oh, I thought that was the punish. He tried to get the downlight punish with the side air, but doesn't hit it. Nair, ground pound, falls down, sidelight, Nair, ground pound again, doesn't matter. He sidelights the wrong way, who cares? He's not getting punished, and that weapon throw just barely saves Zyder from getting hit with a side sig from Rayman. Seijaru, he cannot be stopped. This is so...
we're sure we're looking at an axe right now, right? Like, we're looking at the same weapon. I feel like we're looking at a sword, but it's doing way more damage.
I guess that's what happens when you don't dodge. I don't really know what else to say. Zyder is having a really difficult time against Seijaru's axe, and Seijaru is taking each one of these strings and he's adding on an extra hit every time. And when Zyder is able to get around it, he's just able to get out. He is not able to get damage through. Ground pound hits, and that's not even enough.
Yeah, Zyder also has barely been able to control ledge either. Like, the amount of times I've seen Seijaru just wait for him to go for a neutral A or something. He finally gets the DI recovery off the top to take it, but he had to work so hard for that. He can't control ledge. It's looking a little rough, is the best way we could put it.
Axe picked up, which has been the bulk of his damage all set.
Excuse me, Zyder. I had that backwards.
And Zyder gets hit with a down air, falling side air, jumps for a side air again, and Zyder is using these side lights, trying to get something started, ends up going off stage again, and Seijaru usually has the upper hand in those situations. Oh, he gets the sword D-light, and he misinputs the down air, and takes a ton of damage afterwards.
Oh my god, hit it like...
Sidelight recovery, I thought that was going to hit for sure. Sidelight chase dodge pivot recovery, that's crazy. D-light ground pound could bring Zyder back into this game, at least in a stock count.
Yeah, he's got, well, yeah, in spirit almost, because he'll get it back in stock count, but that is if he ever got the chance to actually do it.
He tossed the weapon up in the slowest lob to take his attention away from the unarmed ground pound that was going to hit him. That was brutal. Seijaru once again with the 2-stock in game 2.
Oh my goodness, I need to catch it this time. So last time, let's see, 53 damage dealt on unarmed. I felt like it was a lot more in that other game. I was trying to see it, but like Seijaru's dominance of the weapon game, the controlling the stage, he's not getting what I was saying before. I accidentally said Seijaru was a control the ledge. Zyder was barely able to control the ledge. Seijaru just kept hopping up on the stage, borderline uncontested, and that's rough. Like, there's not much else to say about
it. When it comes down to it, Seijaru's hitting Zyder a lot more than he's getting hit. And like, which is a very obvious thing to say, except for the case that, you know, there's Axe on the screen. And so when you're seeing this many more wins with Axe and then these strings getting taken this far, you're just going to lose the game at that point. You cannot be letting that happen to you. I understand a sidelight nair here and there, but Zyder's really got to work on basically avoiding getting hit by that. And you can see him reaching into the legend pool here. Every single one of these losses, he's switching over to something else that he feels like he's going to be able to better deal with it. And so far, not so good, as we heard that game open up with 4 strong hits coming out from Seijaru, as Zyder is now already in orange.
Oh my
as the down air hits, and he's trying to end the stock right away. Finally, weapon picked up. The bow is going to be the adjustment from Zyder as he held onto the sword from the last game.
I mean, like, you said it. You said it so well. Like he needs to get hits. Like he needs to get things started. And it's when it comes to Seijaru, he's been making what normally would take like maybe 4 punishes / neutral wins to get to KO damage. He's turning it into like 3 or like it's crazy how much he's been getting off the Axe and even the gauntlets too over these past couple games. But this is a much closer game. Gets hit by what? The
weapon throw up. There goes to the ground. I thought he was going to go for the ground pound again. Zyder makes it back. That was an actually favorable knockback angle for Zyder. A very rare one, but a favorable one. D-Light recovery hits. He's still living on this first stock.
It's looking a lot better, at least, because it's even, and he could get this stock if he gets the opportunity, and that's not gonna take it off the top yet.
Oh, Zyder with the bow, looking the strongest he's had so far, but the silent recovery takes him off. Now, Seijaru, you talked about this in the previous set. When he's down, he cleans up the stock right away. Zyder's got to do the same here. Let's see if he lets him have it, because so far, Seijaru on a fresh stock, he gets 4 Axe hits in, and that D-Light, probably the only move in Axe's kit that doesn't lead into a ton of other hits, and Zyder actually gets the knockout. Really nicely done.
I mean, at least with the Koji so far, he's actually looked like he's been keeping it even. I think the bow adjustment being the heavy one and going for the chase there, getting in there, and at least it looks like he's making Seijaru actually have to respect him on his way down now. He's actually, like, he's not just swinging anymore, and he's not just landing for free as he gets around the D-Sig with the platform, gets a simple punish.
Yeah, D-Light recovery, nicely done there. Down air, tries to get the silent afterwards. So much better. I'm wondering if it was just because I noticed that when Zyder had the spear, Seijaru was getting a ton of really great hits in. And now Zyder with that ground pound, he could take the lead here. Seijaru has to go all the way to the side of the stage, just barely touches, weapon snatched away by Zyder. Axe picked up from Seijaru, but this is a deficit for the first time this set.
Yeah, this is the first time we've seen Zyder actually boxing. The D-Light recovery is going to take it off the top, and Zyder, the Koji switch is definitely the play so far.
Yes. The sword, we're looking at the damage from the previous game. Most damage dealt was on the sword from Zyder. Spear, 68 damage. So the fact that he's off of that now on the bow, I can already tell that the bow's doing a lot more. And Seijaru can't get the stock cleaned up this time.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. He's been so consistent at getting him every single time. So this could be Seijaru showing a little bit of a crack in the defense for a change, and he does finally find one right there. This could still be a 3-0, but the way that it's been going, Zyder has been keeping it much closer. He just needs to get access to, I think the bow is the next one in line. No, it's actually the sword, but he's still just rushing him down.
Let's see if Zyder can take down last stock Seijaru, because that is definitely a different beast. Sidelight Nair comes through, gravity cancel down light doesn't hit. He tries to do a rising down air, and Zyder actually dodges down. Through it, continues the damage through. That side stick will get punished by a Sidelight Nair, but we can already see Seijaru doesn't want to risk the ground pound. If he throws that out a little too early and Zyder's ready for it, that's an easy sword side air punish, or even a gravity cancel down light recovery if he positions it well enough.
Exactly, and right now it got a lot of damage on him, so he can't afford to really get ridiculous.
Forward off of the neutral line.
That was such a good position to punish that, but he just went a little too far.
Yeah, that dash forward, too much distance. Okay. Talking about too much distance.
All right, then.
That's right. Rayman technically is flying with that down stick, and you can steer it out quite a ways. Steal that recovery hits, and one more. Zyder will take it to a game 4. Recovery hits, that's it, Ajax. Zyder on the Koji is able to take a game.
Amazing change-up. Like, the bow worked really well at the start, but actually it was the sword. Like, the sword gameplay, you talk about how that was what was working in Game 2, and in Game 3, the sword woke up. 467 damage on the sword. A good early start with the bow, but
not a single unarmed hit. Look at that.
Wow.
Zyder. Definitely favoring the weapons on his character. That's
testament to weapon control.
That's hard. That's a hard stat. I'm used to like 23 to like 50 unarmed damage, but man. We're on Brawlhalla now. So this is a unique factor here. Seijaru's been winning all set, so now that he's lost a game, he gets the favor of guiding Zyder to what stages he likes to play on. And it looks like Brawlhalla's where we are for game number 4. But Zyder so far is looking like the one most comfortable.
Yeah, I'm looking really comfortable right now.
That was so close.
And then he waits out the recovery too, gets the punish, so he still keeps that damage going. Neutralize, switching back off stage. Zyder looking better, but does get reversed now. He's got to watch out for the side air. Gets the wall touch and gets back on the stage.
Ooh, down sig, no third glove. Avoids it. Recovery comes through, doesn't hit it, and Zyder from Zyder means that he's going to. He thought he was going to dodge through, but he doesn't. Seijaru gets the side airs, and Zyder's he down. Weapon throw forward, forces him down. He gravity cancels, sidelights him into the stage, and Zyder just goes, what? And hits him away. Deal out recovery. Stock comes through. I wonder why. I feel like if he did a downlight there, it would have been a lot better. But, you know, he cleans up right away.
He cleans it up right away.
Don't even have to worry about it.
That whole first stock was pretty chaotic. Like, and luckily for Seijaru, we didn't get too out of hand for him to be able to get back into it.
Yeah.
But Zyder looking so much better here. I felt like the switch over for Seijaru to Brawlhalla, removing the platforms, allowing him better openings. He keeps getting big combos with the axe. But I feel like Zyder has just got like that second wind.
Yeah.
Like he's not getting mixed the same way as before. He's boxing a lot better so far, Taza.
Ooh.
Oh, big punish right there, going all the way up to the top, and he catches him with the GCD light recovery.
Wow, that is a great turnaround from Zyder, and one of those things you only really dream of in competitive, getting the D-Light recovery after getting comboed for 5 seconds. It's like, oh, wait, it's like, you overextended.
That's for me?
Yeah,
that's mine?
And now he's up a stock and some change. Like, this is great. D-Light Zyder hits, and Zyder gets the ground pound. This is going to be a 2-stock from Zyder in Game 4.
Taza, if you told me we might go to Game 5 at the beginning, I would not have believed you.
The words would have never escaped my mouth. You don't have to worry about it. Like, there's no way either of us were thinking that. But Zyder on the Koji. Oh, he gets the full charge of the second swing, the weapon throw, and then he goes all the way on the bottom of the stage. Doesn't even have to hit him. Seijaru goes down, and that is a 2-stock from Zyder in Game 4. And Seijaru was in the lead all the way up to that point where the D-Light recovery hits. And I'm so excited that we can see this graph here from the damage momentum where it was just kind of like literally like, wait, what happened? Like you just stopped having your lead. I don't know what to say about that. Zyder went down once and then never again.
Yeah, refused. Like literally refused. The continuation of what has been one of the best stories of people so far, making a run through this bracket, continues. Pushing it to Game 5, we get Apocalypse, advantage Seijaru in terms of being able to switch over to the Rayman again and getting Apocalypse, but does it matter so much with the fact that he's barely been able to get any openings as the game's gone on? Look at Zyder going all the way over!
Zyder goes all the way out without any jumps as well. I'm a little surprised that,
oh my god, the dodge reads. Zyder's going crazy. Zyder's going crazy.
He goes up to the downlights as well. Where is this Zyder coming from? This is fantastic, and Seijaru just cannot deal with all of these fully charged signatures. He ended game 4 with that side stick on sword, and now the fully charged side stick on bow with the weapon throw forward, forcing the dodge. Does he get the edge guard? No. Of course, the down stick gets him off the top. Man, Zyder has just broken Seijaru here.
Yeah, he has absolutely been shutting this down. Seijaru's incredible run of endurance, getting all the way to this point, having a bit of a struggle, but he does get the D-Light, gets himself back on stage at least. He has access to the axe, which is pretty much what has got him to this point.
Gravity gets a neutral light into recovery, exhaustion recovery to get back on the side of the stage. Side air dodged out of the way. Zyder gets some damage in. But Seijaru hasn't gotten the stock yet, and this is not the green that he's looking for here. Zyder only in orange.
Yeah, I mean, like, Zyder, he's just hovering around the platform so well. He keeps waiting for a commitment from Seijaru, moving accordingly as he needs to, gets the side air, pushes him back off stage. Zyder gets him with the D-Light, ground pound, and he gets him again with D-Light. Zyder, I don't think he's making this one back. Oh,
no. Yes.
This could be.
You know what I love the best about this too is that Zyder is absolutely hitting Seijaru with things. So like that shouldn't work.
Yeah.
He's getting all these down like ground pounds, weapon throw forward as well. Goes for the ground pound. Dude, Seijaru's out.
Bro, don't let it be you.
That's got to be it. Recovery comes through. Okay, come on, Seijaru.
Don't let it be you, man.
Don't get 3 stock.
Reverse 3-0 and reverse 3-0 and a 3 stock, man.
Oh, the ground pound hits. There we go.
All right. He stops that. There's still hope for Seijaru, but that hope is fading fast.
The D-Light recovery from the last game off the top really do that much? Like, he's still recovering from that, and it's a whole new game. Okay, Seijaru gets the sidelight, gets the recovery, has the nair. Can he get the dodge? He goes to the double recovery here. Goes to the gravity, gets the down light. Zyder yet to get any damage, and this is his last stock. Seijaru, game 5. We saw what happened against the Ninja 729. Maybe he can make it happen against Zyder too. Down air hits. Goes to the recovery. Zyder yet to bring him into.
He's picking it up a bunch, but he has only. He's at no mistake territory now. Yeah. He's got enough damage on D-Light there by taking off the side. D-Light recovery. Waits for the ground pound, but he was just not positioned enough to try and challenge that with the gauntlet recovery. Now he has to be super careful here on the ledge.
Oh, what Zyder? He pivots the neutral light, slides off the stage, hits him into the stage himself, and goes to the ground and gets a down light to end up the Zyder from Seijaru.
Oh,
that's the stock.
That's a reversal. He goes all the way out there for the D-Light. Now, even though Seijaru's deep in the red, he has gauntlets. You were mentioning it that last stock. He really got hit. Covers the weapon. Covers him again.
Goes in for a down air. Neutral light. He picks up the weapon. Goes to the dash, the chase touch recovery. Zyder has. I'm feeling down sick here. Yeah. I knew it.
You are a genius.
Dude, there's something about Koji's dash dancing like that. I'm like, dude, I've seen this before. Hold on, wait. Okay. So let's not take it away from the fact that Zyder just reverse 3-0'd Seijaru off of what was looking like the most painful 3-0 that he was going to have. Just like, look at that dash dancing back and forth, down 6 hits. That's Seijaru off the left side of the stage. The second inning touches, and Zyder off the Koji stays alive in the elimination bracket.
Like, all I gotta say, chat, if any of y'all are looking for good coaching to try and figure out what somebody's probably gonna do at the end, you probably hit up Taza, because Taza calling that out great at the end, but still, I mean, on point what you said. Zyder getting the reverse 3-0. That could have been Seijaru taking it really cleanly, but the switch.
I mean, you said.